There's been many pivotal additions to the hobby in the last century, like autograph cards, parallels, card grading and more. But nothing has changed the landscape more than the invention of the internet.
Activate.
Our shop being opened in the 90s before the internet, people used to come into the store with a little book or a bit of paper with all their want lists. You know, they have a checklist, the cards they needed for sets. And basically what collectors would do is go from shop to shop or a card show trying to search, because that was the only means you had to try to fill the cards that you needed for your sets. All of a sudden, with eBay cards that you had never seen, all of a sudden they were accessible. You could see what that card looked like, that card that you'd never seen before. So the internet was great for that purpose of collecting. The internet really helped with finding what your cards were worth, because I guess there was the Beckett that we all used to look up card prices, but they were always estimates. With the internet, you would have instant sales of cards, so you could obviously track what cards were selling for, so it was a great tool to price and value cards. I can remember when eBay first started and there was no such thing as PayPal or, bank transfers or anything back then. You had to physically go to your local post office and get a money order. They send it to the US, probably takes 2 or 3 weeks to get there. The seller would get it, cash the money order, then send your item. So like the whole process would take 6 to 8 weeks. Obviously today it's a lot easier. With collecting today, the internet's just opened up so many more things. Obviously, social media is a big thing. There's lots of Facebook groups where you can buy and trade. That's a really good platform for that sort of thing. Instagram's a good way of showing off your collections. With Instagram, people are starting to share cards and their collections that you never knew were out there. And some of these collections, what you see is absolutely amazing. With buying cards off of, say, Facebook, you're not buying it through like an eBay format where there's lots of fees and everything. Generally, they'll be a little bit cheaper than eBay because they're not paying the fees, so that's a great way of getting cards at a better price.
Oh! Steph Curry.
A live box break, you buy in and you get a spot in a break. So you might have a team, and obviously with, say, NBA, there's 30 teams, so there's 30 different spots. The person breaking the box will unseal all the packets live on camera. At the end of the break, obviously, if you had, say, the Los Angeles Lakers, any cards of the Los Angeles Lakers are yours, and so forth with all the other teams.
Oh my God, it's LeBron, is it? Oh my God, it's LeBron James.
1 of 1.
Wow.
It's a good way, especially with really high-end products, it's a good way of buying into products that you probably wouldn't go and buy a pack or a box of, but this way it gives you a shot at hitting some great cards.
And there it is, the Zion logo, man.
You spend maybe $25 or $50, $100 to go into a break, and you may or may not hit a card. So you may spend $100 in a break and not hit anything. It's like playing at the casino. You're not always going to get something back for your money.
Ja Morant.
The demand for breaks and the demand for product has really increased prices of product because there's just such a demand for it. That's probably one of the downsides of breaking being so popular, is for the general collector to walk in and buy a box or a pack of cards, it has become a bit more expensive. One of the big things with buying cards from overseas was the cost of postage. There's been some companies, and one in particular, Ship My Cards, where you buy cards in the US and it gets shipped to that US mailing address, and you could sort of hold your cards there and then get one big shipment sent. Something like that has been an absolute blessing for collectors around the world, just making things a lot cheaper to get sent to you. Whilst the internet has made it simple to buy pretty much any card they want instantly, nothing beats catching up with like-minded people and trading in person at your local card shop.